Well, hi everybody. Welcome to another Beatles Finds video. Got so much different stuff here to show you. Records, newspapers, books. What else do I have here? A gift. I got a gift, lot of things in a package from one of my viewers. So let's get started. I'll get to the gifts in a little bit. Okay, just want to show a couple of things before I get to the gift. First thing is, I just happened to get this. There's a saying that I go around preaching, so to speak. It's partly tongue in cheek, but although it's tongue in cheek, I kind of really believe this. Okay, and I even made a video. If you look back onto this title, you'll see the video that I made where I kind of try to substantiate my claim, and that claim is this. Yep. It's a sticker that I happened to get a hold of, and I had to have it because this is something that I honestly believe. I believe it was orchestrated. I believe there was a reason for it, and it was too magical and too once in a lifetime and perfect to not be the truth. Of course, I know not everybody believes that, but that's my opinion. Okay, next up, here's a People magazine from April of 2000. Okay, so this is a 20-year-old magazine, and it's very interesting when you see what's to follow this. It's Paul McCartney with Heathen, and you can see Paul finds love again. Isn't this wonderful? Two lovebirds, his new girlfriend Heathen, and you can see there after the death of Linda, his true love, he winds up meeting a nice, disabled person that's going to kind of help him get back in you know, happiness again and marriage and all that, right? Hang on, keep that thought. Don't lose it because I'm going to show you what's coming just in a moment. Okay, now we're going to show the VCLT gift, Vinyl Community Love Train. This is a little note from somebody who sent me a bunch of gifts, and I'm going to read it. It says, Joe, long-time viewer and fan of your channel. I found some interesting items I had and thought I'd pass them along to you. Keep up the great videos, Bill. So, Bill, I hope you're watching. I'm sorry, I had this around here for a while and haven't gotten around to showing you. He sent me Beatles related stuff, but also non-Beatles related stuff that I'm gonna. Some of it I may show in the non-Beatles finds video, but for now we'll stick to the Beatles finds. First thing I'll show you, just take a break from Beatles for a moment here. I'm a fan of All in the Family, and look what he got me there. Oh, geez, Jimmy, huh? Yep, Archie Bunker for president. Hey, this is an election year, right? So I thought that was really cool to have. Now remember I was talking about Paul and his new girlfriend in the year 2000, April 2000. Love is blooming. It's a brand new relationship for ex-Beatle Paul McCartney. Well, let's zip ahead from that 6 years to 2006, and it's a New York Post, and the top headline is Beatles' wife, sex and the arms. I can't read it. I'm reading it backwards here. When you read this on the arms dealer, because when you do make a video, it appears reverse. You don't see like a mirror image; it's kind of reversed. So, Beatles' wife, sex, and the arms dealer. Okay, it says see the later page here, and there's an article here. I'm going to read this to you. This is 6 years. Okay, it says. Mogul ducks on Heather sex. Hey, I'm just a messenger, folks. Everything I'm going to read here is not me, my opinion. It's just what I'm reading here. So after that loving, blooming, blossoming new relationship, 6 years later they were involved in a nasty divorce. Unfortunately, Paul sang the song. Will you still need me? Will you still feed me when I'm 64? And the sad irony is, when the man actually turned 64, he was involved in a divorce. But here's some of the article here. It says, the searing question of whether Heather Mills McCartney was once a high-priced hooker for wealthy Arab clients has been put to the very man who was accused of hiring her in the first place, and he's not denying it. Earlier this year, London's News of the World claimed that Mills, embroiled in a nasty split from Paul McCartney, once worked as a prostitute for rich and powerful clients, including reputed arms dealer Adnan Khashoggi. I'm sorry about that. I don't know how to pronounce it. An allegation she has denied while admitting she did meet Khashoggi at a party. Was Heather Mills paid for sex or wasn't she? Someone asked a teaser clip from an interview. Who cares? Answers Khashoggi, who then giggles and gives the guy a high five handshake who asked. Okay, I know gossip. That's what we're doing here. So it goes on and on and on. Meanwhile, McCartney's supporters say one of Mills' charges against the ex-Beatle is disturbingly similar to what happened to her mother. As the Post previously reported, Mills says in her divorce petition that McCartney shoved her into a bathtub in May of 2003, a charge McCartney denies. Now her stepdad tells London's Daily Mail that Mills' mom once told him her own ex-husband had pushed her into a bath. Quote, Heather is simply a very confused woman for whom reality and fantasy have become blurred, Charles Stapley said. So that's the first item that I got gifted to me. There was another newspaper article here that Bill sent me, about the Love Redo. It's about the Love album, I guess. He also sent me this, and this is going to be a kind of a tasty teaser about something that's coming. Record Collector magazine, which features the Beatles Monthly book. I'm going to be making a video. I went in my closet, I was looking for some stuff, and I found a box that has a lot of these Beatles Monthly books. So somewhere down the line, in the not too distant future, I think I'll make a video where I show all of these Beatles books. I don't know how many I have, Beatles Monthlies. I think maybe at least 100, close to 100. I don't know, something like that. These are so wonderful, Picture of Stu Sutcliffe. These are worth it, if for nothing else, for the photos. I mean, the photos in here, they have photographs in these books that you're just never going to see anywhere else. That's why it's really up to the diehard Beatle fan to make it a point to get many of these, if not all of these, because you're going to see shots in here that you just won't see anywhere else. I mean, look at this. How's this on the top? Ringo. Apparently, is he sick in bed? I don't read he's playing a phonograph, playing some records. That's a cool picture. It says, yes, Ringo's recovering from his tonsils operation when he had his tonsils out, and he's in the bed and playing a record. That's so. I mean, Ringo likes to listen to records too. I mean, there's so much stuff here. You could go through the entire book, and I am doing just precisely that. Centerfold picture. I mean, you get the picture. This Beatles Monthly book is just absolutely phenomenal. So many photographs in here that you just won't see anywhere. Well, this is a picture I have seen. I've seen this picture before of John and Paul. But you get the idea. Really, really nice book. Okay, also within the gift package is this. It looks like a 16-month 2017 calendar. And I won't go through the whole calendar, but every month has a different photo, apparently of different 45s and so forth. Okay. Also in the package of the gift from Bill, the Untold Story of Beatles. I might have this already. I don't know for sure. So you don't always know everything you had. But anyway, the Musician magazine. It beats being a Beatle. George Harrison. This one I passed up on. But I have it now. AARP. McCartney. Paul, 64 and getting better all the time. John Lennon, Newsweek. The battle over his memory. I think I have this one too. Us Magazine, Paul and Linda. Linda, yes. Linda forever, heathen never. Okay. All right. And that's it for the gift of that Bill sent me in the box. So thank you again, Bill. I appreciate that very much. I always do. I'm amazed when people are so thoughtful to think to even send me a gift. I think that's so cool. Okay. A while ago, I talked about Paul McCartney's Rupert Rupert and the Frog song, which I do not like at all. I actually bought this. Isn't it weird? I had this already. This is a picture disc, and you might say, well, why in the world would he buy this? I have this once already, but why did I buy it? Well, I bought it again for cheap because the original copy that I had did not have this original outer sleeve, believe it or not. So, for a cheap price, I wanted to get it with the packaging, the proper packaging. This is what I bought it for, you know. This is an extra copy that I do not need. So, and by the looks of it, it looks like it's kind of like messed up. It looks like there's a film, which you may not be able to see over here. It looks like there's a gunky film on it. Some people say when you put them in these particular plastic cases, it's not good because residue or something winds up ruining the disc. So they always suggest if you have a picture disc to take them out of these kind of rubber cases. The cases that often smell like kind of like when you're in a swimming pool and you have those rubber rafts and things that kind of smell. So, okay, let's go. Carrying on from there, here's a unofficial record called "Come Back." It would be better if I could take it out, maybe. Let's see, "Come Back" there. Um, Songs that would be from the "Let It Be" album, the "Get Back" sessions. The reason that I'm so interested in this was one of my very first bootlegs that I ever got was just like this. It said "Come Back" with a K, and it looks exactly the same, but I had a different photo here, and I'm always hoping that someday I'm able to find that. It's on a plain white label. I'm hoping I could find the original one. I know what it looks like, but the chances of finding it kind of slim. Okay, next up, folks, we're gonna do. This was the most expensive item in here. I really paid a lot for this, and more than I would have wanted to. But actually, now that I think of it, I got a discount, but still, it was more. This is an original 1976. Maybe I'm Amazed 12-inch promo. Uh, you know, uh, as you can see there, not for sale. Um, and this looks unplayed, and it damn well better be, considering the money. I think on Record Store Day a few years ago, they kind of gave a reissue version of this, but there's the label, and as I say, it's in really great shape. It has a long version and a short version. One side is mono, as you may notice there, and the other side is in stereo. So this is a really nice McCartney and Wings collectible, and I had to have it. But I was able to sell other things around here. Sometimes you do that. You sell other things. Like in my case, it was just some books and DVDs that I didn't want, and I was able to get like half of the cost back for this. So that helps. That's how I rationalize it in my mind. Not everybody thinks the same way I do about it, but I figure if you can rationalize somehow the cost of it, I'll sell this and then I get some money. This is something I really don't want, but to get the other, you're still spending the money, but technically it's kind of free almost if you sell something else. All right, now I don't know why I got these. Well, I do know why. Who am I kidding? Who am I kidding? I know why I got these. There are 3 records in this series, and I bought them for the covers, only for the covers. We're talking the Hamburg tapes, volume 1, 2, and 3. This came out I think, in 1983, and they're the same old Hamburg 1962 concert songs split up over 3 albums, but the covers were cool. I mean, as a collector, that's what I like doing. I like getting cool covers, and it's on Breakaway Records. So all of these, when I show them, will of course have the same label. So I'm not going to show the label for all of them, but we'll start here. That's volume 1. Now we'll go on to volume 2. There's a cover for that. I'm a sucker for a cool cover, you know, and I know there are other fans that are the same way. They want to collect, you know, just almost like collecting postage stamps or something like that, you know. The music we have, but we're collecting for other reasons. And finally, of the 3, here is the last one. Hamburg Tapes, Volume 3. And the backs are all like that, you know. Nothing to see there, folks. All right, now, next up, we're going to shift over back to Paul solo. And here's a tour book that I never got. I got it now. It's the New World Tour, 1993, I believe that was. 1992, 3. Just a quick look through. Looking for some highlights. Yeah, I wonder how many tour books I'm missing. And in this case, you know, I did go to this tour. You know, I went to a lot of the tours, obviously, and some of them I've got tour material and swag, and some I did not. All right, well, one more from the tour. Okay, next up we're going to go to a picture disc. Although we're sticking with Paul McCartney. And, you know, it's funny. I don't know if the next item is a... hold on, folks. I don't know if the next item is just a bootleg, or an unofficial record, or if it's a real record. I think it's a real record. I'm going to take the picture disc out. It is Spies Like Us. Got the party mix. You can see what's on there. Spies Like Us party mix. Also has My Carnival, which is a party mix. A very fun track, that is. My Carnival. I have another picture disc coming up, and a common problem that I have, that as I get older too, that I think a lot of people have, is forgetting, do I have this already or not? I think I do. When you have so much stuff, it's hard to know. I think I may have this again already. It's the Beatles Talk with Jerry G. You can see the sticker down there. With a picture disc that I'll leave in here. I'm pretty sure this might be a double, but you know, the problem is the price is so good. The price is right. Okay, here's something that I've had on a CD. I have a compact disc of this, John Lennon: The Last Word, which is an interview. I believe it's the RKO interview, the last interview that he gave the day that he was taken from us. The actual hours before that happened. And here's the picture disc inside. Yeah, lots of picture discs here. I should have said that at the beginning. You know, whet people's appetite at the beginning, right, of the video. Right. Next up, I'm positive that this next thing I have already. I'm positive of it, but I deliberately got this over again because it was kind of in better shape, I think, than the one I have. The world's best album. A great freaking cover. And isn't this the truth? Isn't that exactly the truth? Come on. World's best shrink wrap. I believe it's from Germany. Um, on the Odeon label. Blue Odeon, I should say. Offhand, I can't recall. I hate when this happens. It's getting a snag. Okay. I can't recall the label that I have it on already. So, oh boy, this video is so long. Okay, the Beatles, Words and Music. This is a two-record set. There's all kinds of stuff on here. It looks like more. There could be some more Hamburg stuff on here, but it also looks like BBC stuff. And there's a lot of talking. It's a cool cover too. It's a double record set, and there's talking and interview clips amidst the music. So that sounded fun. Okay, here's a weird album, Beatle Crazy, Bill Clifton, and it's a reissue. And I'm realizing as I go here that this is also a picture disc inside. I mean, maybe I should really hype this as you know picture disc video showing stuff. I could have played the first track here. I doubt it's public domain or anything like that. But I doubt I doubt it's copyright is what I meant to say. Probably it's public domain. It's a kind of country-ish, hickish kind of Beatles thing. Maybe some of you out there know about it already. We can always talk about that another time. I want to move along here because we're already way too long on this video. Here's George Harrison, Somewhere in England. The reason I have this is so easy to find this album. But why did I get this particular copy? Because they're real cool. Loaned for promotion only, and sale is unlawful. Somebody sold this to me. All right, and we got Stop and Smell the Roses. Ringo Starr's Stop and Smell the Roses album, another album, very common. I've got it many times, but I do not have a promotional copy, which is pretty cool. And it's the same deal. Promotional copy, not for sale. Here's the Chipmunks Sing the Beatles. I have this album already in pretty good shape, but this is sort of an upgrade because the record is in better shape than sometimes you get the cover in better shape, and then other times you get the record in better shape. Yeah, this is a pretty fun record. This is the track listing for those who care. Fun record. I have a sealed copy of this. Startling Music. It's David Henschel. I have a playing copy of this. I have an album that can be played that's open, but this is sealed, so I'll keep it. It's mostly the Ringo album. I think it's all the Ringo album from 1973. Those songs back here are done, kind of a covers album, and it's cool to have. All right, lately, folks, I've been getting into Julian Lennon again. I bought a 45. I have it on the side there of the song "Now You're in Heaven," where he uses that deep kind of David Bowie-ish voice. And I thought I played that single. It's such a good song. I like that style. And I'm going to start picking up some Julian Lennon albums. I have I think I only have a lot, his first album, but I do have this particular album already signed by him. I have an autographed copy. I didn't get the signature myself, but I have a signed copy of this, but this is for playing. So, okay, I see this all the time, all this and World War II, which is basically a bunch of Beatles songs performed by other people. But again, from the same collection, you're talking again, another demonstration record, not for sale, gold stamp promo in a nice casing. So I decided that I would pick this up. so many times I passed this up. I figured, did I really need this? I don't know. But I mean, this has like promo stuff. It has a book in it, booklet. So this was a nice, like mint condition, brand new, untouched version. So I figured, why not? I collect all kinds of redos. Now, the last item that I was going to show here, and as this video is getting way long, is a really cool book, Images of the Beatles, it's called. Images of the Beatles, and it's by Tim Hill. Very thick book, very heavy book, and maybe I will show this in another video because the video is way too long, but there are some good shots in here, really crisp quality shots. Uh, really good high level photos in here. Really good book. Anyway, I want to cut it short. Maybe I'll show this another time. All right. Thanks everybody for watching. And I'll be doing a vinyl finds of all kinds not too long from now. Thanks everyone.